Good evening. We've got some breaking news for you. Firefighters have been battling a blaze in Hermanus for the second day in a row. We are going to go live now to Leanne Janssen, who is on the outskirts of Hermanus. Leanne, tell us what you're seeing.
Hi, Jane. Well, if I can just step back into shot. Just about 10 minutes ago, we were right here in the middle of this bush watching the fire approach us. It took about 5 minutes for the fire to jump 5 meters towards us. So firefighters are still battling these flames. I'm struggling to keep my eyes open. The smoke is really hectic, and the wind is really hot here as well. But I am joined by Fire Chief Lester Smith just to give us an update on the situation. Lester, thank you so much for joining us. This fire has been raging since about noon yesterday. What is the situation right now?
Currently we still have 2 active flanks. This flank is called the Firefighters flank. So currently the fire is still out of control. We're busy with structure protection. Approximately 800 hectares already burnt, and we still have 2 active flanks. We had 3 threats this afternoon also at the chicken farm, and we managed to save the structures, as well as another farm where we also managed to save structures. So currently the fire is still out of control, but we do have enough vehicles on scene, consisting of Overstrand Municipality, Overberg District Municipality, working on fire, as well as landowners from this area. And our main objective is to ensure that we protect structures and safety of people.
What are some of the challenges you're facing at the moment? I know that a strong northwesterly wind was one of those today.
Yes, another challenge for us is the big area, because some of the areas you need to travel far distances to get to some of the areas that are on fire. And then also the topography. Currently, some of the areas are also in the mountain, as well as on farmlands, and then also in thick vegetation. So that is some of the challenges that we have. And also with the continuous changing of the winds, that also makes it difficult for us to fight the fire currently.
And how much resources do you actually have actively fighting these fires?
Currently we have 8 big fire vehicles, as well as 3 light-duty vehicles. Then we also have light-duty vehicles of the farm owners on the neighboring farms. So currently we have about 35 professional firefighters, and then also landowners assisting us with this fire.
Now it's going to get dark soon. Sorry. It's going to get dark soon. What is the plan going forward into the night?
Okay, the plan will be we will continue with our active firefighting. We just got news now of another structure that is threatened, but we already activated 2 vehicles, so they're busy dealing with that fire currently.
Now, this is your fire season. Were you prepared for something like this?
Yes, this was one of our 10 high-risk areas that we indicated, so we were prepared. However, there's also another fire in the Pearly Beach area, so some of our resources are currently busy with that fire.
Thank you so much for your time. Well, there you have it, Jane. Firefighters will be working throughout the night and early into tomorrow morning to try and battle these blazes. We're going to try and move out of the way just in case these flames do actually jump over to where we're standing. There are some other flare-ups. I see, if I could just walk this way, and perhaps my cameraman Mario could pan this way. There are still some spots of flare-ups to my right. Of fires that are flaring up again. So firefighters will be keeping a lookout over there. Just ahead of me as well, if Mario could pan even further, you can see some flames coming towards us over there in the distance as well. Those flames were not there when we got here, so that just gives you an indication of how fast the fire is actually spreading. The wind has subsided somewhat, according to Lester Smith. It was a very strong northwesterly wind this morning. It has subsided somewhat, and much to the relief of the firefighters on duty. There was also rain predicted for parts of the Western Cape, including this area. That rain hasn't come yet, so they are praying that the rain actually does fall from the skies this evening as well.
And Leanne Janssen, I'm not going to keep you for long, because I can see that your eyes are burning there, and you're concerned about the flames jumping. And it is fire season at the moment, but we've seen an extraordinary number of fires in that region this year, haven't we?
Yes, we have, and just last week there was another raging fire in another part of the Western Cape. So as you know, this is the Western Cape's fire season, so firefighters from the city of Cape Town all the way here to the Overstrand and Overberg district municipality. I'm just going to walk some more. There is a house that this fire is threatening to get hold of as well. It's a farmer's house. This house actually burned 3 years ago, and this farmer is now worried that the fire will actually get it again. He had started rebuilding, but those plans are now put on hold because of the fires. So yeah, it is the fire season for the Western Cape. So firefighters from the city of Cape Town all the way through the Western Cape have been on high alert since late November, beginning December, in case these fires do actually flare up, and we are now starting to see those fires raging across parts of the Western Cape.
And give us a sense how close it is to Hermanus itself. Is there a worry that it could get there?
Well, it's about 8 to 10 kilometers out of Hermanus, so there are concerns that if this fire is not contained or brought under control fast enough, that it could spread even further. But as we heard Lester Smith saying earlier, they're hoping that firefighters will actually bring the situation under control and that no further properties will be threatened over the course of the night into tomorrow morning. But he has also cautioned that usually fires die down at night and early in the morning they flare up again. So they are concerned for those flare-ups as well.